Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Ixalan draft here on Big Derf Gaming. And we have a very good card. Monstrosaur is, one of the best cards. It's really, really good. It wins most of the games when you play it. If it wasn't in the pack, you could talk about Vine Shaper Mystic to take that first speculative pick on a good Merfolk deck. You also talk about Pirate's Cutlass, because that's good in a lot of decks. It keeps you open, and it's, nice and brown for you. But we're going to take the Monstrosaur and be pretty happy about it. And the best thing about this card is, while it is a dinosaur, technically, you don't really need to be dinosaurs to make this card effective. Obviously, if you're in a deck where you got an Otepec Hunt Master anyway, then, playing this on turn 4 is pretty good. Nobody's going to really. You're going to get a lot of concessions to that. Oh, I'm so glad we've done this draft already and I don't have to take this card. If you haven't seen that one, hey, we do live the dream. Go check it out. Winning the draft and living the dream are not, necessarily the same question. For this pack, we have a pretty interesting one. Raptor, nice aggro red card. I don't mind it as much as I would in other formats because this 4 power is a nice chunk, even when it trades down. But also Marauding Looter is very good. I think I'm going to take the Raptor just to stay single color for a little bit and try to find my spot. I feel like if I've been getting a little pigeonholed early in some of my draft, and just okay, now I'm these 2 colors and not staying open enough, and I'd rather take another red card and say, okay, I can find the open colors, right here. Obviously, we are now red green because I love this card. I mean, yeah, I love the late game. Just it wins you the games when you get to it. And I'm happy just to play it as the big drop and then be nice and red green. I'm gonna be red green. I'm gonna be beat down. I want to turn things sideways. I don't want to play dorky defensive creatures to try to get to my spine back here. We're just gonna ram this Tillinally's Knight real quick because this is just, whew. This card is good. We know we need 2 drops. We don't need another 6 drop in the Dreadmaw because while it's fine, spine back. And yeah, on color. We're not necessarily red green. I mean, if we see let's say somebody passes us a hammer skull right here, we'll just slam that and go Boros and never look back. But unless we see that, I'm interested in playing spine back. Thrash. Ooh. Here I think I'm just gonna take the Thrash over the Steadfast Armasaur. They're both pretty good 4 drops, and I more want to be in red than I do white at this current moment. Could also be discussing the Ixalan's Keeper, but I don't particularly love that card. I'd like more of these upside red 2 drops. And just taking another red card does keep me still open to, that is a signal that white might be open. So if I do see some good white cards, not going to be afraid to move in. And this pack is pretty mediocre for what we're looking at. I mean, there's definitely probably something to be said for. I don't think. And Diviner's fine, but it's not what this deck wants. So it's do I want to take the Aerosaur on a spec? Or do I want to spec on one of these black 1 drops to be super aggro? I'd kind of rather spec on the Aerosaur because the good red black deck is a red black pirates, and we don't have any pirates yet. Like we're not gonna be able to take advantage of the captain, the Dire Fleet captain, or anything like that. So I think it's better off to just spec white instead of specking black. I think we'll take the Frenzied Raptor here. I like Pyromancer, but we already have the Elite 5 drop. We don't want to play too many, and hopefully, we've got plenty of time to find more Pyromancers if we want them. For now, I'd rather just take the Raptor, try to keep the curve a little lower. I would like some 2 drops, but we will play these Raptors. Keeper. I like Keeper. I mean, I don't like Keeper, but I like 2 drop here. Oh, this Nest Robber came all the way around? I don't love this card, but again, keyword 2 drop, and seeing that card come all the way around probably means red's going to stay very open. I don't like Blossom Dryad in this deck, so we're going to spec on Lancer, because we're still not super green. And I don't think Lancer is good, but if we're right red aggro, it's like, it's a playable 1 drop with the amount of dinosaurs we've already got. I'm definitely liking this draft so far. We could, if we just find some more Tillinolli's Knights, or if we get handed another Monstrosaur, let's go. Obviously, we also need to find any sort of interaction. We are mono creatures, I think, so far. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't mind these creatures we have, so I'm happy to look for tricks in a bit. We'll have 2 whole packs left and 9 good playables. This is very good. And 9 either way. Like, we're either got 9 white cards we're going to play, or 9 with the white, or 9 with the green. Definitely not playing Rummaging Goblin, though. I think, here's my hope. If you remember Amonkhet, it was like this super aggressive, like, woo format. Like, turn everything sideways. Oh, this is actually a tight. Do I want the Raptor or the Drover? I think I want the Raptor. This card is just a house and a half, but Drover is very close, I think, with what I've got going so far. Anyway, I'm going to finish my point on Amonkhet and what I was going to say. Amonkhet was the super fast format with the super aggro area, but when you added Hour to the setup, it instead became this nice slowed down, sweet format. And there's a lot of cards in this format that make me think that might be possible when this meets up with rivals. As far as I can tell, we were looking at it, me and my buddy. While there was like a lot of people talking about how Hour was going to be the last small set added to a big set, I believe that Rivals is going to play the same way. Huh, this is interesting. Do I want the Hatchling or the Warrior? I think there's definitely more upside on the Hatchling. So I think we were going to go that way. We want Dinos to go with the Tillinolli's Knight we have and any more that we may get. There's still a chance we get Huntmaster, which makes this cheaper. And we do get a 3/3 out of it, like, on the backside. I mean, this might be, like, this is a deck where we can effectively play a Pounce. We're not playing Star of Extinction, as absolutely sweet as it is. But, like, if we can Ripjaw Raptor plus Pounce, combo. We don't have great 3-drops for it, but, some of these bigger creatures are very good. Also, Tillinolli's Knight and the back half of Raptor's Hatchling, or even the front half of Raptor's Hatchling, like, trade that with something, maybe some sort of Ixalan, and then get a 3/3 out the deal. It's not bad. This is tight. We don't have a lot of interaction, so I'm tempted to take a Bounce, but I also do love Tishana's Wayfinder. That's pretty close. Crash in the pack, too. Another Daggertooth, Nest Robber. We're definitely in an open spot. I like where we are. Because we have so many creatures, I'm just going to take Pounce. Actually, I think I just want Crash, right? I think I want Crash. Yeah. That's what we're going to do here. Crash is, like, very good with all these Raptors, because it just means, like, smash for a bunch of trample damage and our creature survives. We don't really have flyers, so I don't really like dowsing dagger is not that great. I mean, it is a pretty efficient equipment, and we don't have to flip it, but I really don't think it's going to be great strapping that to frenzied raptors. I'd rather just grab another frenzied raptor. I think. Once again, I don't love diviner here. I don't think prying blade's going to be very good in the deck. I like a fire cannon, but I don't think we want it here. I'm into swashbuckling here. I think we're gonna take a swashbuckling. Pants are very good. Have been very good in format that I've seen. Like anytime somebody straps one of these tutus, even this one, it's good. And giving Thrasher Raptors even bigger with the trample, or just making Frenzied Raptor like an a 6/4. That's a big deal. 5/5 Tillinolli's Knights backing like these, and strapping on Raptor Hatchling also very good. Whew, Firebrand. Another swashbuckling in the pack, but Firebrand is like one of the best red 2-drops. One of the best just 2-drops in the format. Emergent Growth might be interesting here. Like we already have a couple things that come with built-in trample. We have the Ripjaw Raptor. We have the Raptor Hatchling. Yeah, I think we're gonna take the Emergent Growth. Ooh, Jungle Delver. This is like a nice 1-drop plus. Well, not that great, but it's it's a 1-drop, and then it does something. It's better than it looks. It's better than you want it to be. I also like Crushing Canopy, but I kind of want to take the Delver. Holy snack, he's the Thrash Railed. Nest Robber over Diviner. Maybe there was. I mean, I guess we could have taken Hijack there, but I just want to keep taking aggressive creatures. Oh my goodness, the Dagger Tooth. We are in the right seat. It's the first time in a couple drafts where I feel like we are really in the right seat, right? We're in the right colors for our seat. Sweet Foil Land. Ooh, Chupacabra. Oh, and this is another card that like might be really good in like a theoretical rivals format, where like you snap this off in pack 3 and you're just like, whoo, I've got the deck. Hey. This is interesting. Pack is not very good for us. We don't really have any Merfolk, so we can't River Herald's Boon. Arsonist is okay. It's solid, but like it's kind of high curve for what we want to do with our deck. Fire Shrine Keeper is probably the pick. As strange as that sounds. But I feel like I can get one of those. If I want one, I'll be able to find one. I kind of just want to take the ticket in half of the Legion's Landing. Like, there's a chance if I find a Drover, I might just try to splash this in. This card is very good if it gets going unlimited. We'll discuss later. Oh, Deathgorge Scavenger will definitely take. Don't want to pounce. Don't really want New Horizons. Once again, River Herald's Boom. We don't have any Merfolk, but Scavenger fits our plan well. I think Archer's good, but I think I just want a Deeproot Warrior here and just take another really good 2-drop. Jade Guardian's fine, but we have good 4s already. And I think Fireside Keeper's okay, but I'd rather have a Warrior. We don't have Pirates, really. And Swashbuckling, even though it should, doesn't make your creature a pirate. You're swashbuckling, that means you're a pirate. Sorry to get on a flavor sidetrack. So that means I don't love the Headstrong Brute. We've already got a lot of like these 3-drops. I think we just take the Canopy. We may or may not main deck it. We'll at the very least want it out of the sideboard. We do have no other real answer for flyers in the deck, so it might make sense just to main it. Jade Guardian's okay, but we're not really. We don't have the. We're not blue, so we don't have the one with the wings. We're not super that deck. Hijack. Hijack might be what we want over a Ravenous Daggertooth. We're kind of the deck for Hijack. Oh! Ooh, this is tight. I do really like Modded Horncrest, but I think the deck wants Sure Strike. Sure Strike has been very good as far as I've seen in the format, and we just want like a little couple more combat tricks to really make this deck sing. Like Sure Strike on a Frenzied Raptor, GG. Like you can't. There's no blocker. Thrasher Raptors. Admittedly, it's not amazing on Riptor Raptor, but whatever. Oh, we'll definitely take another Sure Strike here. I think Dreadmaw is fine, but with Spineback as our top end after the Monster Store, I don't think we need it. I think we're just happy slamming Sure Strike. In fact, there's some argument to be made that we might just cut the Spineback. Do we need an answer for late game if our deck just is like, no, we're not trying to play a late game? Like I think I take Crash there. I'm not plat splashing anything with the black off the Dragon Skull Scummit. With these crashes and these Sure Strikes, I mean, we're taking out the Hijack, definitely. I don't think we need that. Yeah, no, I think we take Spineback out. I think we only want to play 16 lands anyway. I mean, is that card good if, like, we're only playing 16 lands? It's going to end up dead in our hand. We might play this Keeper, too. Because the Keeper is also very good with Sure Strike. They have to double block it just to block it if they want to kill it. And, they don't want to take 1 damage, so they want to kill it. And then you Sure Strike and you get their two toughest creatures. And blow out City. I'll play another Keeper. Yeah. I like this deck. I really like this deck. Oh, we're going to just smash people in the face. Oh, okay. I think Keeper comes out. Because, once again, I don't think we plan on getting to 8 mana. Like, we keep Raptor Hatchling because it's very good with the 2 Crash we're going to play. And we're definitely playing 2 Crash. I mean, at this point, I don't even think we play the Swashbuckling. I don't think putting pants on something and risking getting 2 for 1 like that is going to be as good as instant speed stuff. And the Emergent Growth, which is just pretty good on all of our big tramplers. And then... Ooh, and this is actually very good on the Fire Shrine Keepers. Because if it must be blocked, they have to double block it. And then you just, eat 2 creatures. I never thought about that. I think that's pretty decent. I really don't want to, like... Do I just play 15 lands? The curve stops basically at 4. We only go to 5 for the Monstrosaur. I think we just play 15 lands. We're just here to throw cards down your throat. I don't know if we can play 16 lands because of the mana. Or 15 lands. I think we have to play 16 lands. Okay, I got a little excited. Let's just go 8-7. Can we just go 8-7? Yeah, we really only need 1 red. This might be loose, but I don't think so. We got 3 1-drops, 6 2-drops, 6 3 drops. Like, how much mana do we need? I think this is fine. If you think I should probably go to 16, let me know what you think I should have cut in the comments. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. I respond to most of the comments. I try my best. Admittedly, if it's just, great draft, or something, it's harder to be like, yeah, and say something constructive, so I won't say anything. Okay, so yes, we got a no land hand, but I don't think any of these cards would have been the cards we cut for our land. Like, I think we would have kept all these cards. So even if we had, theoretically, if we had cut whatever for the land, we still get a no lander. Slam, keep that. We're gonna bottom that because we really would like to get to a third land. Although I guess we're on the draw, maybe we should have topped that. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. We play the Tillinolly's Knight first. Yeah, I think that because the fact that Nest Robber is a haste creature is actually going to be better for us. It's better to play that like as we're going for another attack on a future turn. Okay, that's not a big deal. Ooh, okay, now we definitely want to just draw land. If we go land, we're a very high percentage to win the game. Pretty good. We're just gonna attack. I mean, yes, he could dive down, but or you could just take it all. That feels a little loose. Because if you were gonna just take it, why wouldn't you attack? Oh, sorry. I apologize. Shouldn't have said anything. I still think you might want to attack the predator's turn, though. I mean, maybe you don't want to risk it, but I'm almost definitely not gonna block. I mean, we definitely just keep attacking with everything every turn. Obviously, mana is still the best draw for us next turn because playing Monstrosaur is the business. But we're already all right. I mean, that's definitely what we want. Though is a land because there's not a. I don't think we have a two power. I mean, it's Pounce. We have Pounce. Pounce would be decent because we could kill the Herald. But we don't have a 2 mana. I think that's our only 2 mana green trick. So it's something we could play and Nest Robber in the same turn. Oh, that seems good though. We've got 10 trample damage and 2 other creatures he needs to block. I think we've got this. Or at the very least, we're going to clear his board pretty solidly. Got 2 cards in hand. Let's say he has Run Aground and River Herald's Boon. If he River Herald's Boons, he can cover enough trample from the 1. And then he Run Aground to the other trampler. He trades the Weaver for the Weaver for the Monstrosaur. You Run Aground the Thrash of Raptors, and you trade. I think you trade the Herald for the Frenzied Raptor and block the Vine Shaper on the Tillinolly's name, and end up in a pretty good spot if you're him. Them. Um, Bailey might be the name here. That's the Yeley backwards would be Bailey, right? Bailey, Bailey. Um, I mean, we win with it. We still win with this block, barring a trick. Opponent is thinking about it. I don't know if they have a trick or they're just trying to. Now that they've lined up the blocks, they're trying to see if there's a better way to block to somehow stop the damage. His opponent just did play 6 lands and just passed that time. It's entirely possible they just like that's a hand I would keep. Like if you have a Water Trap Weaver, a Vine Taper Mystic, and a Herald of Secret Streams in your hand and some lands, I could definitely see keeping that hand. And then definitely some kind of trick coming. But I can definitely see keeping that hand and then just end up drawing a bunch of lands. And a Humana Speaker, not on turn 1. I have to assume opponent is looking at a card in hand because it's the only way both the time and the blocks make sense. Oh, that's pretty decent. Is that? But does that only buy them a turn? I mean, technically it buys them a turn. Technically, it's the play they have to make. So I can't like. I mean, you top deck River's Rebuke. Then I still Monstrosaur. I mean, but it's all you got. It's all you got. I'm not gonna fault them for making the play that was there. We're gonna save the pounce. We're saving everything just in case there's something up. We have definitely kill on board. Like, no reason to show anything, play anything else. Cool. Opponent seemed Merfolk with possibly a Secret Stream sub-theme, but I don't think that changes our plan. We didn't see any flyers, though. I mean, I do think, given that he's Secret Streams, he's probably got Jade Guardian, so I think we bring in the Crushing Canopy. And I think we just take a Crash out. I don't want to. I like the very high creature count in the deck, because I just want to pound them out. So I don't want to like stop casting creatures. So I'm all right losing the trick for the Crushing Canopy. That's keepable. The Ripjaw Raptor with the mana to play it, I will say is powerful enough that I'm willing to spec on a slower hand than I would like. Though, but also with 15 lands, I'm not too inclined to put Mulligan, especially if I got a bunch of playable cards. Opponent's deck was fast, or seemed good, but not like super fast. I think I can get away with turn 3 Frenzy Raptor, turn 4 Ripjaw Raptor. Raptors. How many Raptors are in this deck? That's the name of this That's definitely the name of this draft. X Raptors, whatever X may be. I'll check it out later. I mean, do I count the thrashes as 3? That's probably cheating, right? I think I have to count them as 1 because they're still individual cards. No, I mean, definitely it's a thrash of Raptors, which is 3. I also I love that at a certain point when they were naming they were like, oh, we can name all these other groups of things after a murder of crows and all that stuff had been came up with a while ago. I feel like crediting Shakespeare, even though I have no real knowledge of whether or not it was Shakespeare. So it could be just Shakespeare getting credit because he's Shakespeare, the bastard. But eventually they were like, oh, we can name we could make super sweet names for these other groups of things we've never referred to as a group before. Like a thrash of raptors is it makes sense. Speaking of raptors, does Nest Robber qualify as a raptor? It doesn't say raptor, but I mean, if I had the art here, I could be like, hey, see, he looks pretty raptory. I think, right? We'll double check. Definitely, it's definitely pretty raptory, right? I would definitely call that a raptor. It's got maybe a bit of a bit too big a hand to be a raptor. At this point, I'm out of ways to fill for time. I'm gonna have to. I'll probably cut out from here unless opponent. Oh, opponent has lost connection. Yep. Okay. I will cut out all this until they get back or until we get the win, whichever happens first. So yeah, I'll see everybody then. So our opponent never came back last round, so we got that win, and now we're into round 2. We're gonna play first. Yeah, we got a mulligan that. And there, while I said last time, I don't think I would have cut any of those cards. It's definitely one of those cards. It probably would have cut one of those 1-drops. So you can definitely say that one was likely due to playing 15 lands. But I mean, kept the land on top, gets us right to Frenzied Raptor. And we have tricks to back it up. Frenzied Raptor plus tricks is pretty deadly. Ooh, and another Thrash. If we can draw another land, we are in business. Ew, well, that's not another land. We just bash. And crash. I think Sure Strike is going to be more useful to us uh, as a blocking option later. Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, all right, pretty good is a relative term. That's pretty good value out of an otherwise bad card. Oh, well. It's going to be Sure Strike every attack. Okay, not every attack, but. He gets in with both. Ugh. I think we pounced one of those. No blocks again? Man, I would kill for a land. I gotta assume they've got an explore creature, and that's why they doubled on the wild growth walkers. Oh, no. Okay, if I attack, I can sure strike, but he's gonna block. So I'm not gonna get a kill. I'm not gonna like attack a frenzied raptor. He's not gonna not block and let me win with a sure strike. And then if it pumps his creatures, I have to chump the Imperial answer. I think we just play a Thrasher Raptors. Because we with Thrasher Raptors, I think we're better on like if we draw a mountain, I think we can probably orchestrate something with the double sure strikes. Oh, I don't think I can attack. I think I just have to play Thrash. If I attack, he just blocks with Aegisaur. We can't kill him. And he can crack back on us. Oh, that's an unfortunate draw. We've still. Ew. We have to block it. This block lets us keep both of our tramplers alive. And again, Sure Strike is our best chance of somehow pulling this out. I mean, there's definitely blocks he could set up that let us do this. Maybe I should have attacked with Deep Root Warrior because the first strike damage is going to go through first regardless. Yep. I mean, he would have blocked with something else, right? So do I even share the Sure Strike? No, right? I can't. 3 and 3 is only 6, even though he's not gaining any life. He set up good blocks. And we die to Aerosaur next turn. Right? I'm not missing anything, right? No. Oof. Okay, we probably want to do this canopy grab again. Because if he's white green, he's probably got not only Aerosaur, but oh well, other Aerosaur, Shining Aerosaur. And if he wasn't running it at the start, he definitely probably brought it in. Hey, sorry. Huh. I don't think we want to like try to grab a spine back and play late game with him. I think we want to just get a slightly better draw here, really. Oh, we'll keep that. Opponent really thinking about this mulligan decision. Decided not to. That's either they were just distracted or that's a good sign. Or a bad sign, depending on how you feel about our luck. Like when you stare at a borderline hand for a while, it's probably because it's a good hand and you're not sure whether or not you want to ship it back because you don't like having enough lands. So in theory, our opponent could miss lands and that would be good for us, or our opponent could hit lands and they've got a good hand and that's terrible for us. What's our best play here? Nest Robber lets the Ixalan attack for 1 extra and gets in for 2 now. With the 2, it gets in for on its first turn and gets in at any time, right? And is it better to play the Firebrand? No, it's probably better to play the Nest Robber. Playing the Nest Robber lets me attack with everything for 5. It gets the Ixalan attack the bonus and slash really. And well, that's kind of obnoxious. And also leaving the 1-drops in hand. So if I draw a land, I can play a 2-drop plus 1-drop. Or I can just keep drawing cards that don't do anything for me right now. Play both 1-drops there because again, if we draw a land now, we can still do Firebrand and a 1-drop. I guess we could do 3 1-drops too. Well, we're gonna lose this round, folks. Oh, we need to draw a land. That's 2. No, that's 3. Land. We need to draw a land, Monstrosaur. If we want to have any chance at all. We can't block this, right? No, I don't think so. We just lose both creatures on the double block already, and if he has any trick, it blows us out. Hey, that's not the worst. We did need to draw land. In my brain for like a quarter second, Nest Robber was a 2/2. I apologize for that. The correct attack was just the Delver. Oh no, the correct attack was not. It was just not to attack, I think. But my brain just farted that away. Well, we're about to get hit by a trick, but I'm a big fan of show me your trick now, so it's out of your hand. I'm not gonna just, Though I guess knowing he had a trick, maybe I should have just played the keeper in front of it. That is probably the better answer there. Oh, Frenzied Raptor is not bad. Unless we block his ranging Raptors. Opponent is kind of running out of gas. He's definitely not getting that treasure token. I guess he gets the land anyway. He probably has the land to splash in his deck. But I think keeping Delver around to be able to pump it is better than just double blocking the Dagger Tooth. Oh my goodness. If we could just find the land. I think we block the Dagger Tooth and then pounce the Lancer. Right? Not using Pounce here puts us too far behind long term. I would love to use it on the Reptile Raptor, but I'm only going to play one creature next turn and block one thing. If that. Alright, yeah. We definitely got punished on the 15 lands here. If we drew all the one drops, like we said, we would have cut one of those for the land. And man, would we love a fourth land here, huh? Yeah, we're just straight dead. Before he even plays that creature. Oh! Wait, we're not. If a creature... Okay, I gotta exile a creature card. That keeps us alive a turn. Alright, I mean... Oh, no, it doesn't, because he's got Enchantment Keeper up. Well, if maybe opponent doesn't see that. Yeah, no, he sees it. They see it. GG. I guess they could still not attack, right? You don't concede until you got the attackers in your face. Alright. Yes, we lost that one to not enough land. No, I'm not changing it up. I still think this is the best version of the deck. We'll keep that. Like I know, like I said, we didn't draw a land there that would have. We drew cards that would have been land that it would have cut, and that would have been good. But also, just if our draw is just a little better, and just any one of those cards, any of them at all, are replaced with a land, we are cooking. I still like Firebrand here. I don't think getting into 2-drop damage right this second is as important for Nest Robber as it is to curve out and then be able to play a haste creature with something else later. Plus, Skyblade can't block Fathom Fleet, which is good for us. We get to attack with threat of activation to pump, and they have to just let us go. Okay. Or we'll just take the free card. Sure. Based on that, I would not be surprised if opponent blocks and pays 4 life here. Okay. I would say as terrible as that would be, I am no longer like. Really don't like that block with the Skyblade. Like, why you're saving 2 life? I mean, and keeping me off my 3-drop, is that worth it? Just to throw away a card? You're not really tempoing me much. Like, if that was like if this was a 2/3 and you were trading for the Firebrand, no problem. I love that. I love that block. No, we're not blocking that. No, let's. I really want to play a dinosaur before combat. But I think I'm just going to play the Frenzied Raptor before combat and then look to Sure Strike here if that's what he offers. Because then I can keep up Crash plus Nest Robber for next turn. He's probably going to put the Paladin here, yeah. And then we just Sure Strike. Get in for 6? Yeah. Plus 2 more from the 5. Yeah. Beautiful. I like that. Like round 2, yes, we missed our land just a little bit, but man, this deck, whew. It purrs when it purrs. Like, we're gonna play Nest Robber and Crash in with everything and the Crash itself. Um, Still back on whether or not Nest Robber's a raptor. Look, it's raptor-like enough. No, I mean, the raptors steal eggs, though. Raptors like hunt stuff. Maybe it's not a raptor. Wow, getting very distracted. I'm gonna tag with everything and have cross the ramparts. Oh. What do I just attack with ramparts and sure strike? Because doesn't that win? Unless skullduggery somehow blows me out. I mean, skullduggery can't even blow me out. Whoo! Yeah. Okay. I think we just run this back, right? We didn't really see much there that screams change our deck. No, I think we're good. You can make some argument that maybe we should be playing maybe we take a size keeper and take one of these nest robbers out. We have enough dinosaurs that slightly lowering our dinosaur count is not. Maybe we just say how many dinosaurs are in the deck and call that the title. Maybe it's not X Raptors. Maybe it's X Dinosaurs. We'll see. Oh, yep, that's a great hand. That's a great hand. We will keep that hand. Uh, we were taking we were getting the 2-1s out because against vampires, our X1s are less good. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Fire Shrine Keeper is okay because it's still a menace, but the other, the Nest Robbers just get picked off by the stupid little 1/1 vampires, so I'm not like super enticed to play them in the matchup. Well, we're gonna have one of my firsts for me, which is a Discord Scavenger in play and nothing in any graveyard. I knew it's a possibility. I just haven't had it happen to me yet in the format. Because he kept back with just all of his mana up, I'm not going to attack Keeper into the Skyblade. I don't have a trick, so if he does have a trick, that gets me in trouble, so I'm not going to bother. Ha! Well then, that's pretty good. Okay, well now we're back to attacking with everything. Everything. Oh, I was kind of worried about a vampire seal there, but no trick is pretty good for us. So we just make Thrash into Thrash, and I think our 5/3 tramplers are gonna do. They match up pretty well against 1/1 lifelinkers. That's fine. I mean, that lets us attack with Scavenger with targets, which is good. We're gonna exile the creature to gain the 2 life because we're perfectly happy to trade the Death Court Scavenger for Maverick Fane, and we don't expect to, like, there's definitely no way he double blocks if we take the Legion's Judgment. So getting the 2 life is a more productive use of the trigger. And normally at this point, drawing 6 lands in this deck, drawing land would be bad. But we're actually not too bad about drawing land here, as long as we draw 2 in a row and then can turn our keepers on. Because both of our keepers are very good here. I mean, our setup in general is pretty good. Like, he's got the Fane, but we're not really. We're not too under his thumb. That is worrying. That stone no plays. Yeah, we might as well now. Because there's almost certainly going to be more stuff in the graveyard for next turn. There's no way he doesn't have some kind of, something to play. He's about to get Vampire Sealed. So he does have one. Ugh. Yep. Hey. We do a bunch of damage, even though he gains 3. We're still net. Yeah, a lot. We make a Frenzied Raptor. And again, we still have the outs to drawing pretty much whatever. Obviously, the best draw as our deck, it always is the best draw once we get to 5 mana, is Monstrosaur. I mean, if you have 5 mana, that might be the best card in the freaking format. I can't. I'm having trouble thinking of a better, like, just 5-drop off the top of my head. I mean, there's cards that situationally might be better. Like, sometimes a Deacon might be exactly what you need to get near exact damage or whatever over the top. But, that's lifelink. I think we just attack like this. And we make it we have a +1/+1. So it trades for the agent if he wants the block. I bet that will block. Agent here. And then a double block on the Frenzied Raptor. Taking 1. I guess maybe, there's argument that I shouldn't have attacked with Raptor there. But I also don't love just letting him keep building the board full of 1/1s. I want to keep pressure. As long as I keep the 1/1 count down when I do inevitably draw mana, we can burn his stuff alive with the keepers. Just pass the turn. Here we desperately would love to draw another land. It's not very likely. We've got what, 8 left in the deck of 25, so we're less than a third to draw a land. But drawing a land is super gas for us because we have to pick off Fane and the agent. Woo! Maybe Fane and the Hammer Skull. That is not a land. We're playing 7 non-creature spells. Haven't drawn any of them either. Ha ha ha! Oh, that is awful for us. That is awful for us. Because now we can't go kill Maverick Fane. Well, I mean, we can, but then he can attack and get it back. We gotta do it again. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to start attacking because I'd rather have the Short Striker just kill this bishop with one creature. Ugh. This is not where we want to be. Our deck does not play well in this situation. Hey. I can do this at any time, right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wait. You can have one more trigger. Okay, he's gotta wait. Wait, no. Wait, can I just double target the bishop with the other one? Is that what that just did last time when I first clicked it? Did it try to double target Maverick Fane? I will definitely double target it with the bishop. Or double target the bishop with the other one. Oh, I can also just pounce it. So what do you let me line up a better block? Each of up to 2 target creatures. No, I cannot click it twice. Okay. Didn't think so. Until I thought I'd clicked it twice. Well, I just throw the nest dropper at it, right? I know we get totally blown out by skullduggery though doing this. We definitely should have done another target. Yeah. Yeah. Oh! Or Vampire Seal, not giving it to +6. Oh! That's brutal. Oh! Oh! Ha ha ha! Wow. Yep. That's so bad. 3 for 1. 3 for 1. That I walked into. I opted into that 3 for 1. I was so bad. Oh, I really should have thought about that vampire seal. It wasn't until like after I cast it that I started thinking about the things I could get blown out with, which was bad. I definitely should have finished that thought beforehand. Last time I attacked with Tillen, I thought he just put a single vampire in front of it, which I'm kind of okay with happening again to just try to keep his vampire count down. Oh my goodness. Just a painful loss. Just here, take 20 from freaking Skyblade. We really are pretty boned right now. Shit! No, that was bad. Oh, that's another vampire seal? Pfft. Okay, well, I mean, I needed to target Hammer Skull anyway, but with that other vampire seal, it doesn't even matter. The point of that attack was that he couldn't bring it back because he could block with the Frenzied Raptor. But I needed to kill the Hammer Skull to do that, which made that play terrible, regardless of the fact that whether or not he had that vampire seal. Hey, I think we just die, right? Yep. If he cracks in with everything, we just dead, and we're all tapped out. So just do it. End my suffering, and let's go to game 3. This is game 2, and I did win game 1, right? This game's been going on so long, I'm forgetting. Yes. And he attacked with everything. That's super frustrating. What is this attack? The I want to give you one more turn attack. I mean, I don't have enough blockers. He has to know this. Attack with everything. Hope he decides for some reason to not block, just like he decided to not attack last turn. Let me out of this. Just get me to the next game. So, does this change anything? I don't really think so. I mean, I guess hijack is good. Steal your thing, attack with it. Nah, it's not that great. Hey, just we need to assume he always has Vampire Seal, because apparently he does. He got all the way there on this Vampire deck, that he's just got all the Vampire Seals. We're definitely keeping this hand, because Tillinali's Knight and a Raptor, even though that Raptor's not a turn 2 or 3 Raptor, like a 2 or 3 mana Raptor. Sorry, a 2 or 3 mana Dinosaur. It's still Raptor. So a 2 or 3 mana Dinosaur would be huge. Oh. Okay. He attacks. We don't block. Did he just hold his land? No? Well, that's pretty solid. We crack with everything because we have Ripjaw Raptor coming, which he does not want to attack into, especially on 2 land. Giving me extra cards doesn't seem good. Oh, there we go. He's got his 3rd land, though, which makes him dangerous with all the Vampire Seals in his deck. If he blocks, I might just let it go. Boris, definitely. Scavenger, right? Sure Strike is the best card in our hand for this situation. Just because he's tapped out this turn, he's not attacking. Oh! I think that's the correct block, but man, does it go poorly for him because we kept the Sure Strike. That should be GG. I don't think he's got, like, I don't think any plays from 3 mana that save him. There's possibly some typing incoming based on this. Oh, no. Okay. So, yeah, it's another 2-1. I swear to God, this is like. I know it sounds like I'm whining, and I don't actually have the stats to back this up. I will do the stats between now and next video because I got really lax with making my spreadsheet for this format. Because basically I finished recording the video and then I just go right to getting it online, like scheduled or ready on YouTube or live on YouTube. So I don't stop and record the videos. I'm going to go back and check them. But I'm pretty sure we've only got 3 trophies, but I feel like we've 2-1'd a lot. Like, we 2-1 a lot. It's just the 2-1 format. Like, my buddy was talking about this. Shout out to the Gunboat Diplomat. That he's getting a lot of 2-1 action. And it's just like, there's just like, the decks are so bleh that, like, yeah, you get a good deck, but it's not better enough than every other deck that, you can say, oh, this is going to 3-0. And the bad decks, they're fine. The power level is so tiny that it's hard to, like, like you can get the edge in your favor, but getting to the 3-0 is been difficult, at least for me. Like I still feel like our win percentage is very good though. Anyway, I will report on that for the next draft. Until then, do your thing, play your lands, respect the dinosaurs, and have a great life. Peace.